Hi everyone, I'm Ilabasmati, and today the title is Robert Campin, The Transition. Well, it's a very famous painter. He was born in Louveciennes in Belgium in 1375. Along with Van Eyck and Roger van der Weyden, he's considered the initiator of the Flemish pre-Renaissance painting. He known until his identification as the master of Flamel. He's an artist shrouded in mystery. Biographical information is known about him, but his work are all attributed, not documented. Well, his study continues to be surrounded by numerous unknown, and his is a constant concern for researchers of Flemish painting. His artistic personality can only be reconstructed from English is very complicated for Spanish people, from the identification of him, as we said, with the master of Flamel. His name is due to the German historian Hugo von Schude, when in 1898 he assigned a group of work from the Station Kunstinstitut in German is more complicated than English, from Fremel Castle, erroneously called an abbey near Liege, thus opening one of the great questions of Flemish painting. Discover who was behind this anonymous painter. It's only through the works that have been awarded to the master of Flamel that one can somehow get to know this artist and his style. The few existing documents speak of Robert Campin as a master painter in the city of Turin in 1406, who was active between 1410 and 1440, directed an important workshop, atelier, and had apprentices such as Robert van der Weyden and Hake Darret. From 1423, his life became complicated after being significant in a revolt carried out by the artisan against the aristocracy. This same year, he became the aunt of the Brotherhood of Saint Luc in English, which brought together goldsmiths and painters. And a year later, he became a member of one of the three city councils, in which he held several various public functions. But his luck changed in 1429, when he was banned because of his participation in the prizes from holding any public office. Even in 1432, again involved in another investigation, he's convicted of extramarital affair, gossip. When you are important, the gossip important. Despite this vicissitude, his popularity never diminished, which he continued to lead a large workshop, the production of which has unfortunately been lost. He has a powerful influence of many masters who succeed him, revealing to great powers of observation that had not been found in any painter before. He was one of the first to use oil instead of the heater to common egg tempera, which gave his painting the brilliance of colors characteristic of the period. The figure that we can see in these canvases are rhyming with strength and roundness, using shadows and light to compose scenes with a complicated perspective. However, it was at the end of the 19th century that it became clear that Van Eyck was preceded by the author of the Melrose altarpiece, very famous, date around 1428, today in the Metropolitan Museum of New York. Other panel is in a similar style, supposedly from the Chateau de Flemar, are on display today in the Frankfurt and Main. It was assumed that this work belonged to a master of Flemish, whose identity at that time has not been established. It was already in the 20th century when experts identified Robert Campin as the master of Flemish, documented at the Turner Master Painting Science 14 and 6. This fact is based on a document that quote two disciples of Campin, Jacques Darret and Royalette de la Pasteur. The latter is all probably Royer van der Weyden, the very famous painter too. He died in Tournai, Belgium on April 26, 1444. The Prado Museum in Madrid has several of his work. The betrothal of the Virgin Saint John and the Baptist and the Franciscan Master Henrique de Ware, St. Barbara, St. Jaume, St. Clair, and the Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum in Madrid too. The Thyssen-Bornemisza has the portrait of robust man, because Robin de Masmin from 1425. Well, thanks so much for paying attention, and until tomorrow, bye.